with that being said, after we show you our legendary channel trailer, we are back at SimStock Racing for the second night in a row. We got SimStock Racing action. Make it the third night in a row, actually. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we got more coming at you tomorrow night as well. SimStock Racing action from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Gonna be action-packed, fun racing action all the way through here tonight. As we show you our overlays, who do we have here? It's K. Reed, making his debut with a number 51. Oh, we got a free car and a free track here tonight. So this is going to be very interesting, to say the least. A free car and a free track. Going to see a lot of new names tonight. It looks like most of the names you see on our board are making their first ever start. Here we got Thurman Shitholster making his debut in the number 5 Castrol Street Stock machine. And then over here, we got Chase Modzalewski back behind the wheel, this time with the number 88, making what I believe will be his third start tonight. His first race since last Saturday. Here we got Bradley Wolford in the number 17 car. Look at that. Bradley Wolford in the Jegs making his debut. Other names, Michael A. Good back for his second start here in the number 24 car for Lightning Fast Esports, owned by Caden Gulo, who's also in the session. Here we got Keith Ingram in the 01 and Bradley Cmejla making his debut here in the SimStock Series. Professional Street Stock Charlotte racer. Keep an eye on him tonight. And then look who it is. We got Robbie DeVore, owner of the RSVC and former owner of Asphalt Media, and the number 19 making his debut in the Street Stock Series. That's SimStock and MC Motorsports. How about that? Robbie DeVore going to be racing, going behind the wheel for some SimStock action. Levi Leip in the 33 came so close to victory last night. Here he is. And who's this? We got Nicholas Hunt in the number 23. We got Justin Dews making his debut as well. Back up here, we got Jamila Crowley making his debut as well. We got Cannon Vaughn back in the number 1. He raced last night. And Connor Doherty back as well. We're expecting a full field of 30 tonight. Bradley Cmejla jumps out to 4th on the timing boards. Got our stream as well. Exciting action all the way through here tonight. We're going to be 35 laps at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Let's see who else is registered here. Let's go behind the scenes and see if we can see who else is in line. Looks like no Patrick Connell, no George Karafides tonight. It looks like we have nearly a full field of cars, and half the field are names I've never heard before, so it's definitely getting me a little nervous for tonight's race. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 28, 29. We have a full field of cars already here, and we might be able to advance the session. Here's Caden Gulo in the 48 Ally machine. The session is full. So many cars making their debut. We got Chris Dillbeck in the 25. With this, we're going to have to hop on the race control and actually inform our new members how things work, because with this much new drivers, there's obviously going to be some problems. The wall is green here now. That's interesting. Here's Brandon Mackey making his debut in the number 99, but definitely nervous for the racing tonight. But just like Mini Stock Charlotte Saturday night, we had so many new names we never recognized before, and it turned out to be one of our best races so far. So we'll see what tonight brings. Connor Doherty getting sideways there. The number 8 of Jamila Crowley. It's going to be hard to get used to a lot of these new names and these new paint schemes. Nicholas Hunt in the 23. Jackson Cottingham in the number 7. Here we got Riley Miller, another new racer, in the number 22. Clay Wood in the number 87. Cannon Vaughn back in the 1. Just looking around for some names. Here's Paxton Brandon. He's back in the number 94. Race at Michigan Tuesday night. Chase Modzalewski back in the racetrack. Here's David Palmer, another new face, another new name making his debut. Chris Dillbeck. Here's Brad Cmejla in the number 83 for Connell Legacy Racing. He's going to have Zayden Cortinas in here as well. But no Patrick Connell and no George Carafiti. So with that, that means that after this race, we will have no driver who has done every race. And no Demos tonight. Robert Taylor in the 66, another driver making his debut. But no Daniel Mosteller tonight. That means that he will not be able to go for a three-peat when it comes to general standards for SimStock. No Demos. So that means we will have a new winner tonight. Well, Zayden Cortinas, Levi Lipe are here. They could go multi-time. Otherwise, going to be fun to watch Robbie DeVore of Asphalt Media race in this one. It's going to be real interesting to see. This race is going to be chaotic. It's going to be crazy, and it's going to be wild. Oh, never mind. George Carafidis was able to load into the session. Take a look at that. A last-second registration. That should make this field full. George Carafidis in number 4, able to register for the session just in time. So that means that we will still have someone making every start in every series or every race. Clay Wood in the 87. So this is not Demos in the number 87 for this race. It'll be Clay Wood who makes his debut, another brand new name we haven't heard before. But we will be back tomorrow with some great racing. Mini stocks at Las Vegas, mini stocks at Kansas, courtesy of Patrick Connell, mini stocks at USA, courtesy of George Carafidis with sponsorships. We also appreciate Eric Warwick for funding all these normal races for now. Gave us a good deal of funds to be able to run these races. Without him, we would not be broadcasting tonight. All because of Eric Warwick. Eric W in the chat, we are here. We got 8 people watching. We got Hess in the chat, got a bunch of trolls and griefers in the race tonight. That is 100% true, unfortunately. And it looks like we are having problems with our stream. We forgot to add our black border walls, so for now, you're actually seeing our Windows. For a moment there, you were seeing our Windows items, so let's make sure we get our black bars on. And there we go. You see our black concrete textured bars now back up on the screen. Show the overlays once again. We got 6 minutes left of practice here. Already we got drivers finding their rhythm, but you know, recently we've had a lot of new racers, but they've all been really respectful. But when you get this much, it's going to be a problem. We're going to hop in the voice chat right before the race, and we're going to let these guys know what the deal is. Here's the number 55, another new scheme. It's Roderick Norman and the number 55. Zayden Cortinas on the racetrack to set some laps. Let's see if we can find him. Here's Zayden Cortinas working with teammate Brad Cmejla. Came close to winning last night before he turned Levi Lipe into his team owner. And he ended up 13th while Patrick Connell ended up 14th. But it's Thurman Shinholster top of the board right now in the number 5. This is a stacked field of cars. I tell you what, it is a stacked field of cars. The whole session is full, but we still aren't going to advance the session just yet, as we want to see and get familiar with all these new names. Nathan McLaughlin also not in the session. So a lot of the heavy hitters are not here. This is going to be a one hell of a race tonight. I mean, either way, we got underdogs everywhere here. The whole field is compounded of underdogs. No Cameron Face as well, so it's definitely, once again, just an underdog field here tonight. 5 minutes left here in the session for practice, so we'll see who can get times on the top. Michael A. Good in the 24. Yeah, we got to remember all these names here. Riley Miller in the 22. We got Robert Taylor in the 66. Kind of showing the same guys, but we're just trying to memorize Paxton Brandon and Clay Wood in the 87. Chase Modzalewski in the 88. And this is how you learn. You just keep looking, saying their number. Brandon Mackey in the 99. Brad Shamil in the 83. That one should be an easy one to remember. This one too. Robbie DeVore. Nicholas Hunt in the 23. Got Levi Lipe in the 33. Jamila Crowley in the 8. I mean, we've seen Jamila Crowley race before in Asphalt Media before in Enter Night, so already are familiar with that name, but another debut driver in SimStock. Keith Ingram going reverse here. Keith Ingram still has done 4 races, still has not finished in the top 10 yet. He's got 4 top 20s. Last night had a tough race. It was concerning for me how we have no admins in this one. We don't have Patrick Connell and we don't have Wesley Nape here. So with that, we are going to see if we can... We're going to see if we can get Robbie DeVore to be an admin. We can get in a call with him right now. So we're going to bring up our interview, our promotion screen here quick. Now I'm going to be right back. Now, one thing to interesting note here, fellas, is what we've found here is that we only have really 20 cars in the actual session itself here. A lot of fellas who practiced are actually not even in the session anymore. So with that, we actually have a much smaller field, and a lot of those guys who potentially could have been trolls are now actually out. So we got a more standard base. We've made Robbie DeVore an admin. You know, obviously a lot of experience clearing, you know, black flags and the stuff that needs to happen. But let's see what we have now. If we look at our session here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We have 24 here now. So there's still 6 spots for people to join. So that's probably how George Curfew was saying. People are leaving. So, you know, obviously it would be fun to see a full 30-car field, but there comes a point, right, in factors there. But here we have back, 1 minute left in practice. Thurman Shitholster, unfortunately, one of those who left. So that makes Keith Ingram fastest on the board with those who are still here. But it makes this field a lot more able to be organized, right? So we'll see what we got on deck here. Yeah, great to see Robbie DeVore in the session. We're going to have Ryan Wayne, who's also in the session, be an admin as well. But what's not letting me make him an admin, so it's interesting. There we have 6 watching right now on the stream. It is a later race than usual. Usually we're well done racing by this point on a night, but was out to eat earlier, so had to postpone this one a little back further than what we were really wanting to. But that's just how it is. It looks like we have another driver who's set aboard now. 25 total times are given, so there's actually still time for someone like Demos to join if so desired, or anyone else who really would like to join here. No password, no iRating capacity or safety rating capacity required here. Anyone can register, and everyone owns the content with the iRacing base package. But that checkered flag is ready to wave, and we're ready to get qualifying underway. Make sure we got everything working correctly, and we do, it looks like. So it is time for qualifying here. Who will win the pole? Zayden Cortinas won the first ever race pole, so he's going to be one to watch. Otherwise, I don't really know. It's all really up in the air. We got Levi Leip, Connor Murphy from Connor Murphy Racing, Michael Good, Caden Gulo from Lightning Fast Esports, Zayden Cortinas and Brad Cmejla from Connell Legacy Racing. So we have a couple familiar names. Haven't even tested my camera angles out yet. Haven't even fixed those or made those better yet, so we might have to get to work on that at some point. But I don't even know if going into the VC. Yeah, we probably still should be best to go in the VC. Let these new guys know what the deal is. Nicholas Hunt in the 23 unsponsored general iRacing base scheme and number is going to be on the racetrack first to get laps. So you see he's going to blink out right there. And who else we got? We got Riley Miller in the 22. We got Zayden Cortinas in the 9. We got Brandon Mackey in the 99 on the racetrack. We got David Palmer in the 41. Caden Gulo in the 48. Oh, Robert Taylor is already slow on the racetrack. Let's see what happened to the number 66 car. Well, I think he's going to get black flagged here. We don't clear black flags in qualifying. I believe here he ends up getting up way too early. Right there, look at that. He cannot be up on the banking before that blue cone. So for Robert Taylor, he's going to have to come in and redo his laps. And right here you see him back out. Unfortunate situation for him. Clay Wood in the 87. Cannon Vaughn, who's going to be the first to set a lap time. Connor Doherty out on the track. Jamila Crowley out on the racetrack. Caden Gulo, we just looked at him moments ago. See if we got in here. Here's Brad Cmejla, also on the racetrack. Chase Modzalewski, top of the board for now. Michael Good, second. George Karafides, third. Levi Leip, second as well. Riley Miller up to third. Zayden Cortinas to the top of the board. Brandon Mackey in the 99 slots in a time in 6th place. Brad Cmejla here on his first lap. He's going to be wrapping the outside, trying to get that extra speed down the hill. Brad Cmejla makes his debut tonight in the number 83. Good Wrench Chevrolet for Connell Legacy Race. Connell Legacy Racing. Yeah, that chicken I had for dinners, I had a lot, and that's really going to cause some voice problems, I think, here. Stuff like what I just did might be prevalent here. Voicial interruptions unintentionally. Brad Cmejla ends up slotting in 9th on his first lap. Anyway, who else we got? Oh, Ryan Wayne. Let's see if we can make him an admin quick. Yeah, we can, so we're going to get that going. Roderick Norman is disconnected, so a lot of these guys just hopped in and decided to leave. Clay Wood in the 87. I wonder now if we got majority people who know what they're doing here, because if so, we won't hop in the VC. Robert Taylor. Yeah, I feel like we have a good, solid field of cars. Paxton Brandon in the 94. Here's Nick Hunt. He ends up sliding in 18th for his lap. That's a tough lap for a 2-lap run. Brad Cmejla up to 7th. David Palmer, he's 19th. So for Hunt and Palmer, the guys who made 2 laps, going to be a tough go. Ryan Wayne in the 39 makes his SimStock debut. Super exciting here to see Ryan Wayne back in the street stock cars. Keith Ingram now is top of the board ahead of Jamila Crowley. Connor Murphy for Connor Murphy Racing trying to get his first SimStock win. Here's George Karafides for Backmarker Motorsports. Potentially the only car running on that team, featuring Cole Trudeau, Nolan Crane, and I feel like there was another one, a part of that team. And here's Robbie DeVore, the number 19. What can he muster up here for qualifying? I believe might be coming to his 2nd lap this time. Robbie DeVore, first lap is going to end up being... Maybe that was his out lap right here. Hopefully he has enough time to finish his qualifications. Up the racetrack just a little there. It looks like this will be his first of 2 laps. So Robbie DeVore in the 19. Unsponsored scheme through 3 and 4. Hopefully enough time to finish his lap, but we have 21 set in a time. Great rapid to the line there on exit of turn 4. His first lap will be... Oh, he's in the grass there. That might be an off-track penalty. It's not. He will end up 15th for his first lap. Yeah, Robbie DeVore, I've never really seen him fully race, to be honest, so who knows what talents and capabilities he has behind the wheel. The astounded commentator, well-known commentary both in real life and on the sim. I haven't seen him get behind the wheel much, so we'll see what he's able to do. It's still Keith Ingram top over. Here's Robert Taylor, who might still be struggling with his qualifying. Finally looks like didn't get black flagged, and he's 20th right now, so trying to finish up his 2nd lap. Hoping for some increases. All are debuting new name drivers all way in the back here. And no gain for Taylor on his 2nd lap. He's still half a second off of the pole. George Karafides looks like running some extra practice laps right now. We got Robbie DeVore, Robert Taylor. And it looks like those are the only remaining cars left on the racetrack. And it looks like that is going to do it. So we're going to hop into the voice chat here. There's still plenty of new names that we're just going to make sure we get things right. So we will be right back for the start of the race. I've been informed by sources that it's also Chase Mazalewski on Backmarker Motorsports. That is right. So that is important to note because George Karafides now has a teammate in this race. But here we go. This is our field of cars here tonight. And we are ready to get them on the grid. Let's go through our starting lineup as quick as we can. We're hoping to go green right away. Keith Ingram, invisible for a moment there. Keith Ingram going to be starting first. Jamila Crowley starting second in the number 8. Starting third, we got Ryan Wade. Starting fourth, Zayden Cortina. Starting fifth, Caden Gulo. Starting 6th, we got Riley Miller. Starting 7th, we have Chase Mazalewski. Starting 8th, we got Brad Cmejla. Starting 9th, we got Connor Doherty. It looks like Connor Murphy also starting into position as well. It's all kind of messed up right now. It's Connor Murphy starting 8th. Brad Cmejla starting 9th. Paxton Brandon starting 10th. Then I believe we got Connor Doherty starting 11th. Jackson Cottingham starting 12th. And it just kind of gets pretty confusing at this point. As we're going to show some production here. Take a look at that. Change our top 20 to the sideboard there, as we got plenty of cars that have left the session. Additionally here, we got Cannon Vaughn in the 1. We got Robbie DeVore in the 19. We got George Karafides in the 4. Then back here, we got Levi Lipe in the 33. Brandon Mackey in the 99. Michael Good in the 24. Clay Wood in the 87. Robert Taylor in the 66. Nick Hunt in the 23. Got the 41 of David Palmer and the 55 of Roderick Norman to wrap up the field. That means we are ready for green flag racing, and it's going to be Keith Ingram who will lead him to the green flag. It is time for SimStock racing action. Here we go. The green flag is in the air. And Keith Ingram, well familiar with the rules. You are able to launch right away. You don't have to wait for that green flag. That's going to spread out the field early. Take a look from above. Already the pack getting really spread out there. George Karafides in the back. You see him kind of laying back, trying to avoid the early chaos through turn 1. It's Keith Ingram with the lead. Down the back stretch for the first time. Jamila Crowley in the number 8. In tow behind the number 01. Ryan Wayne pushing that 8 car from behind. Does Jamila make a move in the number 8? Not yet. Too early to be making moves. Caden Gulo in the 48 car. Got Zayden Cortinas as well. Up here in the TV2 cam, we got Connor Murphy. Here's Brad Cmejla in the number 83 car. Paxton Brandon looking to the inside. Jackson Cottingham in the number 7. You got Robbie DeVore, Cannon Vaughn. Everyone looking to make some moves early. Get track position as early as possible. 35 laps. It's a long one tonight. Our Las Vegas race last night was also that distance of laps as well. And down the backstretch they go. Ryan Wayne looking to the outside in the number 39 car. And already you see a lot of cars just hanging out in the back. I see David Palmer and Nick Hunt back there way at the tail of the field. And it's once again a 4-car pack. We've been seeing this quite frequently. Just a couple packs here. Separation, really. That's what we've been seeing a whole lot recently. Looks like I got 1 car potentially in the pits already. Oh, we got trouble already. It's Roderick Norman, who started dead last on the field. He is already going to have to come in for a faster pair, it looks like. Keith Ingram in the 01 with the lead. Really not a lot of whole heavy hitters when we're talking like Demos and Nathan McLaughlin, some of those big names. They're not in the session, so this is going to open up the door for some of our underdogs to get a SimStock win tonight. And a pretty compacted pack here of cars. Keith Ingram with the lead. Into 3 and 4, Caden Gulo in the 48 car. How about Jamila Crowley starting second, already down to 5th in number 8 car. 3 laps complete. This time by Ingram's going to lead that lap. On our all-time stat sheet, every lap led is counted. There's the 55 of Roderick Norman back on the racetrack. We are not sure what happened to him. Maybe on our first caution we'll have time to look back. You see Crowley looking to make it 3 lanes on the outside. You see Paxton Brandon trying to make some passes on the apron there, which is allowed, but you can't expect that car on the outside to let you back up. See Keith Ingram in the 01. See Brad Cmejla up in the 83. He's slipping up the racetrack just a little, almost going to get into the outside wall. Ryan Wayne slipping up the racetrack. Does Gulo make a move to the bottom for the lead? Street style. Oh, we got contact. Riley Miller and Jackson Cottingham back here. They're going to be 3 wide. Oh, Cannon Vaughn going to get put in the wall in the number 1. Our first bit of contact in the race, and Robbie DeVore in the 19 got to fix moves. The 22 of Riley Miller is sideways, right in front of Brad Cmejla. Already we got problems early. The 22 of Riley Miller going to go sideways. The 7 of Jackson Cottingham. And we're going to keep it green here for now. Riley Miller going to be able to get it off the racetrack. It's a single car wreck. And that number 22 car was completely sideways. Jackson Cottingham, more damage, more problems for him. Michael Good as well, and unfortunately for Brad Cmejla, it's going to be an early couple of problems for him. No place to go for the number 83 car. Oh, Connor Murphy, contact. It's going to put Jamila Crowley in the wall, and Paxton Brandon still looking to the inside of Connor Doherty. Keith Ingram in the number 01 car still remains with the lead with Caden Gulo behind. See Brandon Mackey making moves underneath Robbie DeVore way in the back. Caden Gulo in that 48 car. Keith Ingram going to get a bad push from that 48 car. That's going to get them all sideways. And Zayden Cortinas and Ryan Wayne also getting squirrely. All sorts of trouble. It's going to present a big run for Connor Doherty in the K1 machine. Well, look at Paxton Brandon making moves on the inside. And that is how you pass at this racetrack. You have to cut that dog, like get to the inside of cars. Paxton ran a fast race car to be able to efficiently make those moves. Sees Jackson Cottingham going a lap down in the 7 car. He's already on the apron coming out of the pits. And here comes Paxton Brandon now looking to the inside of the 48 car. But these guys got to recognize that. They got to protect that inside better. But a pretty solid back. Connor Doherty in the outside wall back here. Unfortunate set of early problems. You see Keith Ingram in the 01 car. Ryan Wayne on the outside. Here comes Paxton Brandon looking to the inside of Caden Gulo. Oh, contact with the 48 car. Back up the racetrack goes that 48 machine. And Paxton Brandon, though, the problem with that, if you cause a wreck doing something like that, it will be an EOL, and all that track position you gain could be lost instantly. Connor Murphy now looking to the inside of Keith Ingram to make a move. Yeah, Caden Gulo got moved out of the way. Connor Murphy says thank you very much and takes that spot. It's now a 5-car pack for the lead up front. See back here, a 3-car pack. These cars are going to have to work together to catch this lead group of 5 cars. Any lap cars up ahead? Let's see. Oh, there's a whole pack of cars back here. 3 wide at the dead back portions of the field. Nick Hunt, David Palmer. Oh, contact is made in the back. Nick Hunt goes around the 41 in the pits. And the 23 car going to spin off the racetrack and reset. Oh, we got more action up front. Keith Ingram making a move to the inside. We stay green for that little spin that Nick Hunt takes. Connor Murphy blinking out. That's going to be distracting for some drivers. Cmejla Crowley looking to the inside in the number 8. Keith Ingram in the 01 car. See Hunt go to the pits there after that little spin. Unfortunate, tough race there. Caden Gulo right back. Right back caught up with the pack. That whole second group of cars was able to catch back up, it looks like. See Robbie DeVore and Brandon Mackey. They're hoping for a caution. See Brad Cmejla, Clay Wood back there as well. Levi Lipe and Michael Good. A good list of drivers back here. All searching for that caution flag. And up front, it's aggressive racing. Cmejla Crowley gonna go around. The number 8 spins in front of the pack. And that's going to bring a caution. Caden Gulo comes back up. Robbie DeVore gets collected. The number 19 makes an impact with the number 48 car. Multiple cars. Jackson Cottingham just came for a fast repair. Going to get collected as well. And it's going to bring out our first caution flag of the race. You hate to see Robbie DeVore involved. All sorts of cars collected. And Robbie DeVore is going to have to pit for a fast repair. No doubt his whole front is missing. He's got suspension damage as well. It'll be interesting to see what these guys are able to do. Let's see, it all started up here with Cmejla Crowley. See if we can find a replay of what happened. So right here, see Keith Ingram makes a block to the inside. This is actually a whole ways early than when things actually started. So right here, it's going to be Caden Gulo in the 48. Goes to the inside. You see the 8's going to get put up 3 wide here. Had to check up for Connor Murphy. Oh, that right there got the 8 car loose, and the 48 ended up slipping up the racetrack. Kind of looks like a racing deal to me. I don't think there's going to be any penalties given. Cmejla Crowley gets loose. The 48 came up at the same time. Look at Paxton Brandon having to make his way through. Connor Doherty making his way. Chase Modzalewski on the inside. He's going to barely sneak by, I believe, here. Oh, just a little bit of contact. Chase Modzalewski gets really lucky. Caden Gulo spins back up the racetrack, and watch this. Robbie DeVore in the number 19. He's going to the inside here, maybe a little loose, and ends up making a huge impact with the number 48 car. Bam! Just right in the wheel. And unfortunately for Robbie DeVore, it's going to be a fast repair. Let's see if we can go inside of his car and see what he found. Inside of DeVore's car. You see a wrecking up ahead. He's still in the gas relatively. Oh, right there. He just could not see because he was right behind Brandon Mackey's car. He just had no clue where the incident was happening, it looks like. And unfortunately for Robbie DeVore, let's see if he ends up bringing it to the pits right away here. He takes a fast repair, and he's going to be well on his way. Caught back up to live. It's Keith Ingram with the lead in the 01 machine. So a lot of cars collected in that one. Let's see who we got here in the running. Keith Ingram, Ryan Wayne. What a lineup. Zayden Cortinas, Paxton Brandon. There was a little bit of damage from that incident. We got Chase Modzalewski. And Brandon Mackey. Is this the guy making his debut? It is. And he could be similar to Logan Fiedler in the mini stock race. He won that race in the closest SimStock finish by 100th of a second over Tobias Matheson. Brandon Mackey. Could he win in his debut as a complete random No offense, we don't mean any harm by saying random, but that means that we've never seen this guy's name before in all our series. Talking about Asphalt Media and Enter Night in America, a brand new name, and it's 1 degree now. Got Brad Cmejla in the 83, Clay Wood in the 87 car. Brad Cmejla with some right front damage with that contact from Riley Miller, who's out of the race early on. So that's going to be damage. He's got Jamila Crowley, who was spinning there. Believe also some big damage on the front end. Some guys might have pitted for tires as well. Back here, you know, I like drivers like this. We got Nick Hunt in the 23 back here. Just riding it out back here. You see he's way off the pace, you know, just riding it out. And this is a strategy that you could utilize all race along to try to avoid the chaos and maybe get a good result. Up here we got Caden Gulo looking confused for where he's supposed to line up. Jackson Cunningham got back on the lead lap. Oh, we got the 23 of Nicholas Hunt. Oh, he's getting some laps back right now. This fella, one of our new fellas, is unaware of that rule. I actually didn't realize he was laps down. So Nick Hunt's the one who spun out. That's right. So he's getting some laps back here. A little late to the party on realizing that, but he is going to get that back. We will not extend this caution for that. We will be going green this time. Keith Ingram. And this guy's familiar. You can launch at any point, so he's going to go right away here, I bet. Oh, he's going to wait this time. Bunch up the field a little. Going to make things interesting, and off he goes. Green flag back in the air here at SimStock. Zayden Cortinas able to get a really good start as well right there. And the pack spreads right away. See Brad Cmejla going to be able to get to the potentially in front of Michael Good unless he stays up. Chase Modzalewski, he's holding up the lane. See Brandon Mackey going to the inside. They're 3 wide back here. That's allowing our pack of 3 to pull away up front. 3 wide racing here for 4th place. Now what you want to see, Chase Modzalewski might have missed a shift or something. He just really didn't get going there. Brandon Mackey was able to get to the inside right away. Brad Cmejla to the inside of the 88 machine. Michael Good in the 24. So this is the big pack, and the question is, can those guys catch up? It's now 21 laps to go at Charlotte. Zayden Cortinas with the lead. He won at our first ever SimStock race at Michigan. But Ryan Wayne, who's an accomplished racer on the sim, right behind Keith Ingram, still looking for his first SimStock top 10. In the 01, he's going to look to the inside of Ryan Wayne. Now, if these guys were smart, they would just go single file and pull away from this pack. See Ryan Wayne, that's going to slow him down just a little. Ryan Wayne going up here. They're pretty formed up back here. You see Brad Cmejla in the top 5 in the number 83 car, looking for his first SimStock win. Trying to get Connell Legacy Racing's first SimStock win. Zayden Cortinas, another Connell Legacy another Connell Legacy Racing driver. Keith Ingram looking to the inside and looking for the lead. These guys got history. Oh, contact! Cortinas into the outside wall. That's going to really cause problems up in the front pack. Really going to get everyone discombobulated up front. And Zayden Cortinas going to slip all the way to the back. These guys have beef in the past and our mini stock race at Charlotte. These two are getting together. And I'm telling you what, Brad Cmejla still, despite the damage, is now up to 4th place. Got a fast car nonetheless. Brandon Mackey seems to be taking this thing seriously, and he is looking for the lead. Boy, I love Charlotte. It just works really well with mini stocks and street stock. We've had our best racing so far with these cars. Seems like the packs are really able to be packed up here. Keith Ingram in the 01 machine. Jackson Cunningham is back in pit road, so you wonder if another incident has happened for him. He already took his fast repair. But now Brad Cmejla and Keith Ingram battling it out with Brandon Mackey in the 99 looking for a place to go. Is he going to search through the middle? He does. Now he moves to the outside trying to give Ryan Wayne some help. But Michael Good back here in the 24. On the outside making it 3 wide. Paxton Brand, he's been super aggressive getting to the inside of cars. I wonder if Brad Cmejla is able to realize that. Might have to protect Paxton Brand. No, he's going to go to the outside and push his buddy Ryan Wayne. Oh, Michael Good gets put on the wall. Oh, Brad Cmejla contact. Chase Modzalewski to the inside. Oh, car's going to spin around. Brad Cmejla in front of the field, and that's going to be another caution flag. Up the racetrack they go. Oh, Caden Gulo and Connor Murphy get collected. And Robbie DeVore is going to be out of the race. Once again, not able to escape the incident. And the number 99 of Brandon Mackey is not going to be lucky enough this time. Big crash right here. Look at Robbie DeVore. Hit another destroyed car. This unfortunately could be the end of his race. Brad Cmejla is going to have to come in for a faster. George Carafiti's collect. This was a huge crash. Big one back here. Let's see what caused it. Brad Cmejla in the number 83. His car is destroyed. let's see if we can go back and see what took place. Well, I'm going to start with the 83. Right here. See how this started, number 83. Oh, right there, you see the 24 and the 9. That's what really caused the problems. The 99 looks inside. Right there, Brad Cmejla just gets up into Paxton Brandon, just did not really turn for the corner in time. And then that's going to get Chase Mazelewski all over the place because the 99 came down, and unfortunately Chase Mazelewski trying to save the car has nowhere to go. Has no choice but to get into the number 83. And now they're 4 wide, and three of the cars in 4 wide are all slipping and sliding. Right there, Brandon Mackey gets hit in the outside. You see Michael Good way on the top in the 24. Clay Wood has nowhere to go in the 87. And George Karafides, the hole's just closed. He's going to run into Brad Cmejla. That's going to send him all the way up the racetrack. And Levi Leip, does he make it through? I don't remember. I know Brad got whipped around right into him. Levi Leip not able to make it through. He gets impacted hard, but it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of damage. And right here, this got real interesting. It was Caden Gulo in the 48 car who makes hard contact. I don't know if he used his fast spray yet, but unfortunately, Robbie DeVore did. I want to see how this happened. Oh, it's Robbie DeVore making his way through the wreck. Oh, Caden makes his way. All these guys going low to avoid, and unfortunately, the 48, who's trying to corral his car, ends up right into Robbie DeVore. And they both spin. Now, I want to see how Connor Murphy, because Connor Murphy took he took a big-time impact right here. I want to see how he got collected. Oh. And just guys checking up for the crash. Some guys don't realize it. And you see Connor Murphy ends up running into his good bud, Cannon Vaughn. And let's see. Oh, then right here he's going to get into Clay Wood. Clay Wood is quite the save. And Connor Murphy's just trying to save it at this point. And he's going to end up getting into the inside. Well, it's some big-time impacts here. This was a hard crash. Let's see if we can ride on board with Robbie DeVore once again here and see the perspectives from inside the car. He's just in and out back. He knows he's got a faster bear down. And right here, all sorts of chaos. See up front. At this point, he lifts out of the gas, and unfortunately, Caden Gulo coming right back up. That's just kind of odd right there. I don't know. I feel like Robbie might be able to get back on the racetrack. He's going to be damaged, but try and get a good result at least. And that's going to be 1 to green. Now, the lights are off the pace car. And Chase Mazelewski was able to make it through unscathed. See what's going on through the pack. Brad Cmejla has put on a fast spur. Caden Gulo still does not put on his fast. Oh, I think he might have already used his fast spur from the first incident. Remember, he got hit hard by Robbie DeVore. But this is shaping up to be an interesting race here. Brad Cmejla now down. Oh, trouble! Got him piling up under caution. Multiple cars collected. See if we can see what happened this time. It's Brandon Mackey. Oh, he's ends up not being happy, and that's going to be a disqualification and a remove. It's not letting me remove him from the race, though, oddly enough. But he is disqualified. It is one of our policies that you are not able to have beef with others and collect other cars. So it sounds like he was mad at Levi Leip, but it's an automatic kick if you collect other machines. Back under green, Keith Ingram. It got really chaotic there for a moment. We got our cameras also glitching up. Our keybinds were glitching up for a moment, but it's Keith Ingram who leads it through the restart zone. You know what? I'm starting to consider we do bring a restart zone. You know, we initially had it just to spread the restarts out at first, right? To not have instant crashes on the restarts, to spread things out. But I think it's better to have a pack of cars, so I think we're going to start to implement a new restart rule. Gets a black place killed. Brandon Mackey was having a great race up to that point, but let his tempers get to the best of him, and unfortunately it's going to get him kicked. Didn't let me remove him. I would have rather done that than disqualify. But Ryan Wayne all low. There's no help up front here, so these guys are going to be able to pull away for the time being. So Ryan Wayne blink out there. Looks like Keith Ingram was able to lead that lap. See back here in this next little pack of cars. Could this go green all the way to the finish? See Zayden Cortinas in the number 9 in front of Jamila Crowley back there. Brad Cmejla looking for a move to the inside. Keith Ingram up front with the lead. Yeah, Cmejla Crowley got big damage back there. I don't think he's used a fast repair yet. Some of these guys banking on overtime. Then they're going to come in and use their fast repair with a fresh car for a fresh finish. And you see the push in Ryan Wayne, Paxton Brandon. It's a whole collection. This whole top 6 has never won in SimStock before. It's looking like we could get a new winner tonight. Keith Ingram's got Chase Modzalewski all over him. Chase Modzalewski desperate to get back Marker Motorsports their first win. That team owned by Nolan Crane. Oh, Keith Ingram up the racetrack just a little, nearly looking to get split. See Zayden Cortinas got Brad Cmejla helping him behind, and that second pack, those guys try to get caught up. 12 laps to go, coming to 11 to go in this race. Got Keith Ingram in the 01 car. Ryan Wayne going to lead this lap. Yeah, that's one thing about Charlotte. The outside, when there's full help on both lanes, seems to get that extra push coming to the start-finish line, so it'll be important to keep that in mind. Clay Wood, despite Demos not driving the 87 is still a relevant presence up in the front of the field. Clay Wood making his debut here at SimStock. Onwards with Brandon Mackey, who's now out of the race. We got our next new face up in the 5th position and making a charge through the field. You see Chase Modzalewski getting a little loose. Now these states at Charlotte are unable to be controlled. Paxton Brandon and Ryan Wayne. And look at who it is, the Kana Legacy Racing teammates of Zayden Cortinas and Bradley Cmejla catching up through the field. Keith Ingram with the lead, and this is looks like a 10-car pack. Connor Murphy has used a fast repair as well. Oh, Ryan Wayne. Now, when you get a little offset, just like Ryan Wayne just did, you got cars pushing, that could be a recipe for disaster. Keith Ingram, no doubt, has been the dominating car. And looking like a 3-wide move through the middle. Ryan Wayne going to block it, though, on Paxton Brandon. Now Paxton looking to the middle, entering turn 3. Zayden Cortinas knows he has a fast car. Earlier, it was Keith there. Oh, Michael Good in the outside wall on the 24. And here comes Brad Cmejla to the inside of Zayden Cortinas at the number 83. Keith Ingram leads that lap. He's got help from Chase Modzalewski. And boy, you know Chase is going to be aggressive to try to win this race. The question is, oh, we got them 3 wide back here. Connor Murphy through the middle. Connor Murphy doesn't have Levi Leip up front to help him out. Down the backstretch, it's still Keith Ingram with the lead. And you see Clay Wood try to close the door on Connor Murphy. Oh, Clay Wood to the inside of Chase Modzalewski. Decides better of another 3 wide up front for the lead. Great racing here. Man, there's just something about Charlotte. You're able to run 3 wide just like that. I mean, truly an awesome racetrack. Truly the home of SimStock. Keith Ingram now up front and has been up front. Chase Modzalewski looking to make a move to the inside. Was not able to get there. 8 laps to go. We're getting down to it here. Oh, Connor Murphy goes around. Brad Cmejla collected. Michael Good going to be involved this time. Caution is going to wave. More cars making their way through. We got Connor Doherty, Cannon Vaughn. Connor Murphy, that's going to be the end of his race. Contact with Clay Wood, I believe, gets this one started. Here's Caden Gulo, who will get another opportunity. It's another caution flag here at Charlotte. Let's see what happened this time. So right here we got Connor Murphy in the 31 car. And let's see if we can get a better view here. And yep, he's in the middle of 3 wide, and Clay Wood is going to slip up the racetrack. Oh, but he doesn't even get into him there. It's Connor Murphy who ends up coming down. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of tough to tell. It looks like another race. You know, both cars are kind of off their lanes. And unfortunately, Brad Cmejla has nowhere to go once again. Oh, he just gets clipped by the 87. And Brad Cmejla has been involved just about every incident. Michael Good, nowhere to go. He might have to put on a fast pair. Cmejla Crowley finally might have to put on a fast pair in the number 8. It's another big crash here. Another one which takes out a lot of good cars up at the front of the field. Brad Cmejla, though, minimal damage. The front's all banged up. It looks like it'll still be a decent situation for a good finish for the number 83 car. But here's Connor Doherty, Cannon Vaughn. These fellas making their way through. See if we're right on board with the number 83 car. Yeah, you see right there they slip up. Connor Murphy back down. They get turned. And right there he just had nowhere to go. Ends up spinning around. Once again, minimal damage. And then right there you see the 8 spinning up the racetrack and Connor Murphy. Oh, look at Connor Doherty speeding his way right through. Michael Good, unfortunately, collected with Light and Fast Esports. A tough go for all them. And we are now caught back up at the front of the field here. We heard rumors that the 1 to green command got removed, but they are all in pits, so this will be still a 2 to green situation. Let's see who's in pits here. Connor Doherty in the pits. George Carafiti's getting some repairs. Robbie DeVore I mean, they're fixing this car up. It's got a front bumper again, so we'll see if he gets back out on the racetrack. Levi Leip, he's had a tough go. Finally a tough race for him in SimStock. Here's Nick Hunt, who is back on the lead lap. Oh my goodness, Nick Hunt with quite the strategy this race. Just ride around a lap down and hope for some luck with cautions, and he's going to be in contention to have a good finish. How about that for Nicholas Hunt? Another one of those drivers making his debut. Keith Ingram still with the lead. And we know Keith Ingram likes to launch early as he can, which is the smart strategy. After this race, we will be implementing new restart rules. You must launch in the restart zone after this race. It's a rule we tried. It's a rule that won't stay, right? But, you know, Keith Ingram, he might have this just because of that simple restart rule factor. But Brad Cmejla, no point of pitting here to fix damage. Got Paxton Brandon in the 94, Chase Zalewski. It'll be a restart with, looks like four laps to go. Yep. 4-lap shootout is on the verge here in this one. Caden Goodall and George Carafiti still in the pits. Let's see if they're leaving. Yep, both these guys are now leaving the pits. Does Caden Goodall have a fast spur? This will be the final decision. He does not. So Caden Goodall at this point is just looking to grind out a solid result out of this race. And the 48 car, hate to see it for Lightning Fast Esports. Michael Good, I believe he's still in the pits. He's a lap down. He had a fast repair, so I wonder why he's not out of the pits yet. Unless he got collected in a crash early that we weren't aware of. Here's our pack. It consists of 11 cars. And we talked about the 23. Nick Hunt being in the mix. This is impressive right here. The fact he's able to be in contention. Clay Wood, unfortunately, collected in that crash. Connor Murphy really just came down on him. That's what I saw, in my opinion. It was more Murphy coming down, getting loose there at that point, middle of 3 wide. We're going to see some really aggressive moves. You can make it 3 wide really easy with these cars here and make it work. Keith Ingram, with 4 laps to go, will bring them to the green flag. Here we go. A 4-lap shootout on deck. Keith Ingram going to bring him. Once the pace car goes, he can launch at any time. And that is what? Oh, he's going to wait this time. Oh, interesting. He goes. Oh, everyone's stacked up on the bottom. Oh, Nick Hunt. Contact in the back with Levi Leip. A little bit of problems and trouble in the back. Back up front, Keith Ingram pulls away. I don't know if this is a good situation for Keith Ingram. If Chase Zalewski can clear Paxton, Chase might be the first to make a move to the outside. Through turn 2 with 4 laps left in the race. Got Keith Ingram in the 01 car, who's been the dominating car tonight. No one's been able to get by him, but the question is, when the lights become the brightest late in the race, will he be able to do something? Will anyone else be able to do something? Excuse me. Paxton Brandon slots in behind Chase Zalewski. Zayden Cortinas not having any of it. He goes to the inside. Contact is made. And now Ryan Wayne's going to get cleared off the front bumper. And the 8 of Jamila Crowley spins around. It's a single car spin. Oh, the 13 going to make significant contact to collect the 23. It's a brutal crash in the back. And the caution is going to wave. And you hate it for Nicholas Hunt. We just talked about him running clean all race. And Connor Doherty, who makes hard contact with the inside wall, is going to come back up the racetrack. And that is going to bring out our caution flag and send us into SimStock overtime. Caution is out for a crash in the back. Yeah, it got real congested right there. Zayden Cortinas got into Paxton Brandon. And that got Ryan Wayne in the wall. Ryan Wayne probably has some big damage. Let's see what happened. Oh, right here you see Zayden Cortinas to the inside. And that puts Paxton up the track. And right there is at the right place where they both hit the wall. Brad Cmejla has to go somewhere to avoid. And he's going to, and Ryan Wayne bouncing off the wall. Unfortunately, Connor Doherty gets into the number 8 car. And Connor Doherty almost has this save. But once he hits that AstroTurf in the middle of the infield, it's just like an ice rink. He's going to slip and slide around here. Let's see if we can get... Yeah, watch this hit right here. This is going to be hard. Look at this. Into this new green wall. Bam. And I don't know if Connor's used a fast repair yet here in the K1 machine. And right here, watch this. Back up the racetrack and into the 23 car. Just piercing impacts right there. That's hard. That's hard, and that hurts. That's just tough. The 23 ran such a good executed race here, and hopefully, see if he comes in for a fast pair as we watch him, or if he's going to keep it out on the racetrack. So far, he's keeping it out on the racetrack. I don't know what the motives and plans are for him there. Keith Ingram versus Zayden Cortinas. Up front. Overtime. And Michael Good. This is going to be important for him. He's going to get back on the lead lap now. How about that? Michael Good going to be back on the lead lap. But this race has taken out a lot of cars. It's been the most Wreckfest race we've had in a good deal of time. Our Las Vegas and Michigan races this week were really clean, only having like 2 cautions in each one. Really no huge pileup. Tonight we've had some big ones, and this herd has shrunk to only 9 cars with a chance. And Keith Ingram, who has led nearly every lap, if not all the laps. I know there was some, yeah, he didn't. Yeah, Ryan Wayne led a couple. But Keith Ingram now has to hold off Zayden Cortinas. So we'll have his teammate Brad Cmejla behind him on this restart. Paxton Brandon. Paxton Brandon's super aggressive all race. You got to wonder if he's going to make a move as well here. It's going to be 2 laps to go once we get the 1 to green this time by. Ryan Wayne back on the racetrack. He might have took a faster pair that time, but Brad Cmejla, he's now got right side damage from that contact, so that car is hurting big time, which is really unfortunate. George Karafides, he finished 11th, got his new worst finish at Vegas yesterday, but he's got a chance to get a top 10 once again and potentially a win. But once again, Keith Ingram, it's going to be hard to beat this fella. Caden Gulo, I mean, either way, he's still going to be back in the main pack. So, and Levi Leip as well. These guys should be able to catch up in time for the green flag. These guys could if everyone wrecks, these guys could have a chance at a solid result. But unfortunately, due to their damage, a win is almost improbable. Through turn 2, the pace car, and the field goes. Well, you can join our Discord for our stream viewers who are new here. As you can see on your screen right there, there's our Discord link. You can pause the stream and enter that into your Discord new server area, and you can join our Discord server. That is on the table as well. Super exciting stuff. Keith Ingram has been lights out with his restart abilities tonight. No one's been able to keep up. But if there's anyone who could keep up, I think it's Zayden Cortinas. This guy already a SimStock winner. Him and Levi Leip, the only SimStock winners in the field tonight. This is going to get real interesting to watch. Let's see what the chat's saying. We haven't checked the chat since practice here. Might not even be time to do it, but it's going to be a 2-lap shootout here for SimStock. A 2-lap shootout to determine this finish. We got 11 cars watching, and the green flag is out. Not even focused on the restart. Our apologies. Keith Ingram is going to pull away. Paxton Brandon to the inside of Cortinas. They aren't already nearly going around. Yeah, Cortinas, that is going to be your dagger right there, that he wasn't able to get to the inside. He now will have no opportunities to get on there unless a hole is formed. Paxton Brandon, can he make a move? He's got all track to go somewhere. He's going to go to the outside. Keith Ingram with some aggressive blocks. Once we make it to the white flag, this race is official. Oh, Brad Cmejla gets in as Zayden Cortinas. Everyone scatters for the time being. The number 1 of Cannonball going to get back on the racetrack. Everyone going to make it to the white flag. This time they spin in the back. 1 lap to go. Oh, Paxton Brandon going to get into Keith Ingram. And we got Brecken hard in the back. Ryan Wayne hard on the wall. Huge crash in the back. Back up front, Paxton Brandon got to hold off Brad Cmejla and the rest of the field. Can Paxton Brandon hang on? Coming with a big run is the number 83 of Brad Cmejla. He's got Zayden Cortinas on the outside. Through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Brad Cmejla looking for a move, looking for a hole on the inside. But it might not be enough. Coming to the checkered flag. On the outside looks Cortinas. At the line, Paxton Brandon is going to win in a 3-wide photo finish. Unbelievable. Paxton Brandon victorious in SimStock. Keith Ingram not going to be happy about that. We're going to have to watch back and see exactly what happened. But oh my goodness, another tough loss for the Kana Legacy Racing team. Had both their cars right at the line. Paxton Brandon victorious with Zayden Cortinas and Brad Cmejla coming home second. Charlotte never disappoints. Another incredible finish. And a hard crash on the last lap. Ryan Wayne, George Karafides. Oh! And there's our beef. Keith Ingram. Some big time beef right there. Paxton Brandon, victorious in SimStock. Unbelievable finish. Let's see if we can find a replay for everyone. Things got real messed up real quickly. Let's take a look at what happened here to Keith Ingram. Right here, Paxton. What a move. What a move to the inside. That's insane. And yeah, he just got it. Turns that one right around. I don't know. It was pretty dirty, but I mean, it's kind of, yeah, I don't know. Keith Ingram, he had to protect that bottom. He opened it up for Paxton Brandon to go to the inside. And how about Brad Cmejla with the damaged race car, nearly having a chance at his first SimStock win in his first start. Well familiar with this name for my whole life, obviously. And Chase Modzalewski giving Brad Cmejla a big push. Let's see what happened. Paxton Brandon knows at this point he's got to block all the lanes that come forward. And right here into the corner, what happens? Paxton, he slips up. And Brad Cmejla, he's got to make something happen here. He looks to the middle, not open. Chase Modzalewski nearly turns him around here, which would have been really disappointing to see, but somehow able to get the clear. And then coming to the checkered flag here. Right there, you see Brad Cmejla get into Zayden Cortinas, and that actually makes him, he makes a really good move to the inside as Paxton Brandon tries to block Cortinas into the outside wall. Look at this finish. Might have been clear. It was closer than Fiedler. Wow, I think that wall right there might have prevented another Zayden Cortinas win. Look at this at the line. Gonna try to pause it at the right point. Right there. Your difference in finishing position. See if we can get a screenshot of this. Another unbelievable Charlotte Motor Speedway finish. Oh, I never took... Oh, okay, that's not good. I apologize for all the viewers. We never took off our replay. I don't think we ever took that off. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to show the replay again. Well, that's bad. That's bad. That's real bad. That ain't even funny. That's just unfortunate. Unless we did show it. Let's see. That off. Nope. Well, shoot. Not a good look at all, unfortunately. Well, anyway, fellas, let's redo our replay coverage here. Yeah, I knew that happened at some point. Luckily, we didn't miss the finish due to that. But anyway, let's see what happened here on the last laps. Right here, we looked at it earlier, but we didn't show it. Paxton made a move to the inside. We were talking about this. We were commentating over it. And right there, he turns the 01 car. But we talked about how Keith Ingram had to protect that inside better. But obviously, he probably wouldn't want to be turned. But Keith Ingram robbed it once again, really. And then right here, they were making a charge. There was a big wreck in the back that we'll have to look back on as well. And right here, into the final corners, Brad Cmejla looking to make a move on Paxton Brandon. Chase Modzalewski to the inside. And we looked at it at the start-finish line here. Paxton Brandon ends up putting Cortinas in the wall. And that's ultimately what gave him that extra time. Let's look at it from this angle. Brad Cmejla almost stuck by on the inside to get a win. See if we could pause it right at the start-finish line. How about that? Look at that. That was the difference. Brad Cmejla nearly stole one away. Almost picked one up after an eventful race for him. Multiple involved in pretty much every wreck in the race. Let's see what happened back here. Levi Leip gets a top 5. Clay Wood gets 6. Caden Gulo able to get a really solid result. And how about the 23? The 23 stayed out here on 3 wheels, still able to secure a good result. And up back here, I mean, Jamila Crowley ends up destroyed. Let's see what happened here. Jamila Crowley and George Karafides. Oh, right here. Clay Wood in the 1 make contact. That's Cannon Vaughn and Jamila Crowley right through the 1 machine. Just right through him. Ryan Wayne. He's got no. He able to avoid that. And then right here, Jamila Crowley. Oh wow, just Operation Terrorism, a hard hit for the number 8. Ryan Wayne, nowhere to go. This is hard impacts to the inside wall. They shoot back up the racetrack. No one coming, though. Michael Good has to make some impressive avoidance. Let's see if we can get inside. Oh, shoot, we got to interview. We got to interview our winner, Paxton. Hold on. Oh, wow, he had to split right through. When you've had Jameel Crowley coming back on the racetrack, impressive by Michael Good to hang on to a top 10 with that impressive wreck avoidance. But almost for Connell Legacy Racing trying to get that first team win. But it's going to be Paxton Brandon who hangs on at a 3-wide photo finish. Pretty much one of our most eventful finishes yet. Here's the view from the race winner. And he was focused on Cortinas and Cortinas only. Oh, what a perfect executed move right there. That was some great execution. Cortinas almost upside down. We have not had a street stock flip yet in the series. But let's talk to our winner if we still can. Appreciate it, Robbie. Unfortunately, sad to hear the race didn't go as well as it did for you. Let's bring him into the call.
That, but you see, Cortinas was, well.
Paxton Brandon, 3 wide at the line. You're able to get your first ever SimStock win. Aggressive moves all race long, able to get you the job done. What a fun race to call and watch there at the end. How'd you get it done?
Well, you know, I want to say this for the Keith Ingram incident. I was looking back at it. I wasn't trying to turn him, but when you run me out of room, I can't do much about it. So I wasn't trying to turn him, but he ran me out of racing line. He had to pay the consequences for that finish. I mean, anyone would have adored each other for the win. So, I mean, it was a fun race. I mean, a little upset that I had to put someone in the wall, but, you know, that's racing at the end of the day. And I'm happy with the results. I mean, we were all racing hard. I thought if I put Cortinas in the wall, Bradley would have won it. And, you know, it was a fun race. I enjoyed it a lot. Only second start in this series, and I'm happy to get a win. But I enjoyed that. It was a fun race. Thank you for hosting it. It was really fun and really enjoyable, in all honesty. But, you know, I'm excited to look forward to tomorrow night for mini stocks. Love mini stocks. And we'll have to see how we keep progressing throughout this brand new series.
All right, Paxton, congratulations on the win. We hope to see you tomorrow night for a 3-race special of racing. All right. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. We are back, certainly enough. Well, we might as well frickin' talk to everyone while we can, eh? See who else we can talk to. Well, let's hear from the other side of the story. Let's talk to Zayden Cortinas here. See what he's got to say. All right, Zayden Cortinas obviously was an unfortunate end for you. Had quite the generational run right there, working with your teammate Brad Cmejla there to try to get something going, but unfortunately, Connell Legacy Racing comes just short once again. Just describe how you feel after that tough finish.
Yeah, man, so close, but so far. You know, we're gonna next race we're gonna get them tomorrow, Friday, in the mini stocks. But overall, it's a great race. I know that Paxton Brandon he doored me for the win, but I completely understand that. I probably would have done the same thing, but like, you know, it's totally understandable. But yeah, at the end of the day, P2 is pretty good. Pretty good result. Yeah.
Tat 4.
All right, Chase Modzalewski we got here in the interview voice chat for our stream. Chase Modzalewski pushing Brad Cmejla almost to his first win right there. You almost had a chance if everyone wrecked. You went through a lot in this race, but it looked like a pretty fun race. So describe everything that happened there.
That was a lot of fun, Marty. Thanks to Backmarker Motorsports for supplying me a car for this race. I really enjoyed this race a lot. That save that I did was absolutely insane. I don't know how I saved that car. And then coming back to a 4th place finish, helping out some teammates and stuff. That was a lot of fun. Thank you, Marty.
All right, Chase, we'll be back tomorrow night for a trifecta of racing action, mini stock action, Las Vegas, Kansas, and USA International Speedway. Do we expect to see you there?
Hell yeah.
All right, we look forward to it. Let's see who else we can talk to here. Let's see if we can talk to George Karafides. George Karafides, Marty Cmejla in the SimStock broadcast booth. You got a copy.
What's up?
Tough race, man. Looks like you just got right hooked just by Jamila Crowley right there at the end. Took you out of a chance at a top 5 finish. Super tough. Hate that that has to happen here. No place for that in SimStock, but just describe your thoughts, man.
You know, she shouldn't be racing anymore. I mean that's what happens when you combine Danica Patrick and Catherine Legg, and you just
well, you know,
get
George,
Jamila
to be
Crowder
honest,
there.
from my experience, from what I've been able to tell, the real driver's name there is Emerson Crowley. I'm pretty sure. So I think it's just some dude on his mom's credit card. I think that's what the deal is there. I'm pretty sure it still is a dude.
Extremely horrible.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just
Still
unfortunate
extremely
to see.
horrible. I mean, Danica Patrick probably drives better than him. I mean, I don't know what to do there. I mean, I'm setting up for a top 5 finish, and you know, he comes right down the racetrack into me. You know, I gave him so much room on the top. He came right down the racetrack, hooked it right left into me, took me out like Davey Allison did by Kyle Petty after the All-Star race. So, you know, there's nothing I could do in that situation.
Yep, George, you were all the way down as much as you could. Well, are you still interested in sponsoring the USA race tomorrow? If so, you're gonna need $1 gifted.
I'll think about it. I'm currently thinking of tracks right now that could be really cool to run these on.
All right, well, who knows? Maybe it won't be USA for our stream viewers at home. Well, let's see if we got anyone to talk to. What about Keith Ingram? Move to Keith Ingram. I don't know if you even got a microphone, but you got a copy. It looks like we are not going to be able to get to Keith Ingram. Unfortunate. See if we can talk to Caden Gulo here. We're trying to go in the order of results, so Robbie DeVore is in the interviews. We'll talk to him at some point. Caden Gulo, you got a microphone. You're willing to interview. It doesn't look like that will be the case. Oh, we got Levi Light who's here. Let's talk to him. Levi Light, you got a copy.
Hello.
Levi Light, what a roller coaster of events this race was. I mean, caught up in all sorts of problems, and I believe still able to. He just got moved out of the. He just got moved back. He's out of the.
Thank you. I accidentally got this.
All right, Levi Light. All right, so to continue here, a roller coaster race here for you in this one, man. I believe a top 5 still at a photo finish with Clay Wood. Describe your race.
Chaotic. It started off on the wrong footing. I lost the draft early on in the day or in the race, and nothing much went right from there. I got taken out, and then under caution, I got taken out because he tried wrecking me under caution, so I nudged him a little bit, and then he just full throttled me. So I think that was a bit of an overreaction, and I was just so far off pace after that. I'm so shocked I got a top 5, so that's exactly what I was going for, just to keep the streak alive. So it was definitely a bad race for me.
All right, Levi Light, that's going to do it for him here in this one. Well, it sounds like we got more drivers for our ability to do interviews now. Let's see if we can talk to Caden Gulo. We got a copy this time.
Hello.
All right, Caden Gulo, it was a tough race for you, collected in just about everything, but was still able to get a top 10. Describe how you feel.
It was a roller coaster today, honestly. Got knocked out early, and had the fast repair, used that. Then I got into another wreck. After every caution, just went in pit road, got some repairs, and I made it back up to speed. Not at the Kansas one, but you will see me in the other 2.
Yeah, I do. I'm honestly just really mad. He was to my inside after he had gone in the grass, looking at the replay.
That seems to be the case.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, it's just a tough situation.
I mean, I led 30 laps, so I mean, and I got a pole, so I mean, I'll take that.
It's a good day for those extra statistics. Hey, well, tomorrow night we'll be back with the mini stocks of Las Vegas, Kansas, and USA potentially, so we will see. All right, that was Keith Ingram. Now we're going to bring in Robbie DeVore quick, see what he's got to say. Robbie DeVore, you got a copy.
I do.
Well, it was definitely not the debut you were hoping for. Ended up getting collected in both crashes and unfortunately had to take an early out. But we hope you at least had fun and you'll be back in the future. But just describe how things went tonight.
Yeah, man, it was weird being behind the wheel, hearing your voice, man. That was crazy. First off, I want to say you do a fantastic job and you need to continue doing this for as long as you possibly can. You do a fantastic job. As far as the race for me, dude, I was freaking that 48. I don't know who the heck he is, but he was just glued to me, man. I made some dumb mistakes. I'd never run the street stocks, but I gave it my best shot and I think I DNF'd. So, oh well, we'll get him next time.
All right, we appreciate the kind remarks, Ravi, and hopefully in your next races they will be better with a little more experience as well with the street stocks. All right, moving on. We got our final interviewee. Might as well interview some drivers who didn't race as well while we got the time, eh? Let's talk to Michael Good. Michael A. Good, you got a copy?
Yeah, loud and clear.
All right, Michael Good, you were up front. You were in position for most of the race until you were not. Just an unfortunate deal, but looks like you were able to secure a solid finish at least. So just describe your race for us here.
I mean, it was going great. It wasn't, the best run I've ever had. Started way back. I think it was 17th. I started. Tried to work my way up by just, staying back, waiting for the crashes to happen. Got, unfortunately, collected in a crash. I think somebody came up the track and hit me. I'm not sure, but I think I was on the outside when it happened. Got my steering knocked out of place. Couldn't roll back to the pits because I couldn't turn. Had to tow to the pits, and that's exactly why I was in there for so long.
All right, well, tomorrow we got, I don't know if you got the tracks, but we do have mini stock Las Vegas, mini stock Kansas, mini stocks at USA for now. USA, it might be changed, but we hope potentially to see you there unless you just aren't able to buy those contents.
Well, I do have USA because both doesn't, but
That's right. It is
yeah, you'll definitely see me at USA.
All right, that was Michael Eagle. Let's see if we can bring in our some spectators tonight. Leave their thoughts on the race. Starting out with Chase Willis.
You got the race.
Chase Willis, you got a copy. It's Marty Cmejla in the SimStock Sports booth.
Hey, Marty, how are you doing tonight, buddy?
Doing great. It was a fantastic finish there, Chase. I'm not sure if you were watching the outcomes there, but I see you're a new join to the service. So first of all, if you did watch the finish, let's hear your thoughts on that. And second of all, do we expect to see you making some SimStock starts in the future?
Well, Marty, I appreciate you pulling me up here. Yeah, I jumped in. I actually watched the whole stream. I had a great time watching it. Really good racing all around. You did a fantastic job commentating tonight, man. You got a lot of natural talent at it, and I hope you keep at it. As far as getting behind the wheel of one of these things, I would love to do it. I just don't know when I'll be able to. But for that finish, I had to save the best for last. That finish was phenomenal. 3 wide out the line, and you didn't know who was going to get it. And that last minute move to pinch him up towards the wall was just great cinematic racing. Totally enjoyed it, and I hope to see more of it in the future. Absolutely.
I was actually muted that entire time. I just made a whole just said a bunch of words to who I thought was everyone remaining watching at home. Unfortunately, I was muted here in the OBS system. So basically what I was saying is we will be back tomorrow night, and we were saying how Charlotte never has disappointed. Our 2 best races have came at Charlotte. We'll be back tomorrow night. We're starting to generate a schedule. We appreciate the kind marks from all our supporters about the commentary and the production quality. But we do have racing tomorrow night. Another three race classic. It'll be the first time with 3 races in one night. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, unless some personal things do come up there. It is a Friday night, obviously. So we will see what happens there. But we do appreciate everyone tuning in. It was a fun finish at the line. And we will see you guys tomorrow night for more SimStock action. Goodbye.